How's it going, Gorilla Gang? Welcome back to the Crypto Gorilla. Today we are going to be looking at 10 upcoming crypto video games. So if you like video games, be sure to smash that like button. And if you like winning free cryptocurrency, I am giving away 25 ADA coins when I reach 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to find out how to qualify for that, be sure to stay until the end of the video, or use the timestamps. I'll never know, but then you'll miss this entire video. So up to you. If you aren't already subscribed to the channel, would you kindly hit that subscribe button? And without any further ado, let's talk crypto video games. So the first game on our list is going to be Sandbox. Now, Sandbox is a competitor of Decentraland, a virtual world where you could buy, sell assets, you can create assets, you could buy land, build on top of that land, and explore the virtual world. Now, Sandbox is very similar to Decentraland. It was originally a mobile game back in 2012, but it has now evolved into a 3D world built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. It uses a token called Sand that allows its owners to store the value of land, NFTs, and it's also used for things like staking and governance. So Sandbox is a massive online virtual world, and they have a ton of major partnerships. They recently got a partnership with The Walking Dead, but they also have some with deadmau5, Atari, Avenged Sevenfold, Smurfs, Care Bears, Roller Coaster Tycoon, Hell's Kitchen, Square Enix, Gemini, and a ton more. So there are plenty of things you can do in this world, from interacting within the world, buying and creating different assets, and even creating your own games where you could earn money in the form of crypto. So there are 3 tools that you can use to create in this world. There's the Vox Edit, which allows you to create assets that you can then go ahead and use in the virtual world, or you can sell them in the marketplace. There's an avatar maker, which you can use to make your avatar. And probably the most unique and coolest creator in the Sandbox is the game creator, where you can create games with no coding knowledge required. So as I said, you could create, buy, or sell assets in the Sandbox marketplace, and you could purchase land on OpenSea. Now, it's hard to tell the maximum price one would have to pay, because a lot of the most expensive lands, people just put them at 1 million Ethereum, which obviously nobody expects to make 1 million Ethereum for their piece of land, but they do this to get at the top of the list. But comparing this to Decentraland, there are properties that are for sale for $500,000. This is a lot of properties, so more than just one. It's often like 10, 15 blocks put together, but still, the most expensive is quite expensive. But if you can get your hands on a piece of land and you believe that this world will be populated with a lot of people in the future, you can get a large payoff. And looking at the partnerships that they have, that might happen. So this is really your call. I truly like the Sandbox. I love the art style, the music, the sound effects, all the marketing they do. They really understand what they're doing, and it seems like they have a great team behind this project. And another great thing about this is not only can you make money by creating assets and selling them as NFTs, but you can also create games, and the more people that come and play your game, the more money you can make. And this is really how they're attracting all these big partners, especially ones like Square Enix and Atari, who are most likely going to be making as many great games as they can and try to attract a large audience to extract as much value from this new world as they can. Next on the list, we have Fortified. Now, Fortified is a game from Gala Games, the makers of Townstar, and it is an epic PvP tower defense game set in a fantastical medieval world. In-game, players will be able to compete with one another to build the best tower defense strategies, utilizing everything from basic arrows and archery to the arcane arts. Compete with players on your own terms, on your own land, or meet on neutral territory to battle it out to see who will take home the prize. Player ownership of assets is an important part of each part of the game, but those without land or NFTs will still be able to join and compete, potentially earning part of the prize pool. In Fortified, you set the terms of your engagement, build out your tower network, and train your NFT-based troops to attack. So Fortified will be a PC game available through the browser. So if you're into tower defense games, be sure to keep an eye out for Fortified. The next game on our list, we have Hash Rush. Now, Hash Rush is a play-to-earn game on PC where you build a base and defend it from attacks. You can do things like explore, gather resources, build, train and evolve units, craft gear, battle with enemies, and of course, trade items, buy items, and sell items in the marketplace. Now, although it has been in development for a few years already, it's unclear when it will be available to the mainstream to play. It's currently in a closed pre-release playtest, so if you want the chance to check it out, go to their website, feel free to register. Links are in the description down below. The next game on our list is Big Time. Now, Big Time is a big time game. It's an RPG built on the Ethereum blockchain, and it's your typical game where you level up a character, collect gear, battle, get skins. You know the drill. It's an RPG. From what we know so far, as it's still early in development, there are going to be different classes. In this case, there's the Time Warrior, there's the Chronomancer, there's the Shadowblade, but you can see here there is still classes to come. On their website, they also show off 6 different weapon styles, but as I said, it's still early in development. There are going to be a ton more. The reason that there is so much expected from this game is that they raised $21 million, and they have hired veteran creators from games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, League of Legends, and Gears of War. The CEO was also part of the Decentraland team until he left, although he still remains on as an advisor. Unfortunately, it's not coming out anytime soon, but it is planning to have an early access in 2022. The next game on our list is Echoes of Empire. Echoes of Empire is an epic sci-fi game set within a galaxy at war. In-game, players will be able to build, upgrade, and own a fleet of epic spaceships used to control their sector of the galaxy. Players can either go in solo or group up with a guild in order to wage combat over scarce resources circulating the system. Once they obtain enough resources, they will need to muster and master the economic centers of their command station, where they can upgrade warships, craft new weapons, and repair their fleet. Player ownership of in-game assets is a central mechanic, and players will have the ability to own major sectors of the galactic system. Echoes of Empire isn't expected to come out until 2022, and it will be available on both Mac and PC. The next game on our list is Skyweaver. Skyweaver is a blockchain game by Horizon Blockchain Games. It is a free-to-play collectible card game. The premise of the game is essentially like Hearthstone, where you build a deck and battle other players. Now, it is built on the Ethereum blockchain, and users will be able to buy cards and then either use them in their deck, trade them, or sell them for whatever price they can get. Cards can also be earned by playing the game. On launch, there will be 5 different types of cards, from Strength, Wisdom, Heart, Agility, and Intellect. It is currently in its private beta, and it will be available on PC, browser, as well as mobile devices. There is no official launch date, but if you are itching to play a play-to-earn card game, you can always check out Gods Unchained, a very similar free-to-play collectible card game that is out right now, and it is backed by Immutable. And speaking of Immutable, the next game on our list is Guild of Guardians. Guild of Guardians is a mobile dungeon crawler that is backed by Immutable as well as Ubisoft. Now, it's still too early to tell too much about this game, but if you check out their website, you could see a ton of artwork as well as items for sale. Now, there seems to be 8 heroes available, and you'll also be able to do things like raise and train pets. Now, obviously this game isn't out yet, but there are already 135,000 users who have signed up to play, and the project has already generated millions in NFT sales without even having a game. The official launch of the game isn't expected until 2022, but it's fair to say that this game is very highly anticipated. The next game on our list is Infinite Fleet. Infinite Fleet is an epic MMO strategy game built for PC. The description is as follows: explore a vast procedurally generated galaxy in which the narrative is directed entirely by you, the players. In Infinite Fleet, you are a commander within the United Sol Federation Combined Fleet, a military organization tasked with defeating the merciless Aatrox alien threat. Change the entire destiny of humanity by building and customizing your fleet, securing territory, traversing the deep recesses of space, and joining forces with your friends to turn the tide of war. Now, although this game sounds like a lot of games we've just covered, the main factor that differentiates this game from other games is that it's not built on top of Ethereum. So this game will use a token called the INF token, and the INF token is issued on the Liquid network, a secondary layer or sidechain of the Bitcoin blockchain. So if you aren't a fan of Ethereum and you love your Bitcoin, maybe this is a game for you. So the INF token will be the official game currency of Infinite Fleet, where it will be used as a medium of exchange between players as well as vendors. However, the difference here being that INF is a crypto asset, meaning you can transfer it outside of the game into your own cryptocurrency wallet. Now, the INF tokens will not be sold, and the only way to earn it is within the game, something they are calling POP, or proof of participation. Now, they will have a max supply, and eventually they will potentially be listed on different exchanges. But for the time being, the only way to access it will be in the game world, and the value will be self-determined by the players and the demand that there is for this game, for assets in this game, and for the token. If you want to apply for alpha access, you can do so by checking out their website. Once again, links in the description down below. And before we cover our final two games, if you are enjoying this content, would you kindly hit that subscribe button? It really helps out the channel. Maybe give this video a thumbs up. Now, the next game on our list is another one of Gala Games. It's not the official name. They are currently calling it Spider Tank Project. So Spider Tank Project is a brawler slash multi-online battle arena, a MOBA, which allows players to pick and choose between a number of spider tanks and armaments before battling it out on a series of maps. As a free-to-play game with play-to-earn mechanics centering around skill-based competition, resource collection, and a player-driven upgrade cycle, the Spider Tank Project will redefine gaming. So we don't know too much about this game. If you want, you can check out the marketplace where you can already purchase different NFTs that can be used in the game on the shop on Gala Games, and it is set to be released in Q4 of 2021, so anytime within the next 2 to 5 months. So the last game on our list, and this is probably my favorite, right up there with the Sandbox, is going to be Mirandus. Now, Mirandus is an MMORPG by Gala Games, and the description is as follows. Mirandus is an epic fantasy RPG set in a massive world ruled by 5-player monarchs. In game, players have absolute freedom of choice. They can set out into the wilderness alone to try their fortunes against the monsters of the deep woods and dungeons, join with one of the monarchs to serve as a knight in their court, or set up shop in one of the 5 great cities of the realm. Player ownership of in-game assets is a central mechanic, with players being able to hold land deeds, which allow them to claim part of the wilderness and set up holdfast, ranging from small farms to massive cities. In Mirandus, you decide who you will be and choose your own quest in the epic fight against evil. So one of the reasons this game sounds so revolutionary is that every shop, every location is owned by real people. So if you go to buy something in a shop, it's a shop owned by another person. It's not an NPC. It's a very immersive experience, and I think it has huge potential. Now, in game, you can do things like craft items, upgrade your character, interact with others, go on quests, upgrade your buildings. There's also a marketplace. You can currently buy deeds, buildings, and a ton more, although a lot of it is already sold out. There's still a few things that you can buy. You can get some tents, some barns, and other buildings that are still available. And you will be able to put these buildings on land that you do not own. But if you do want to buy land, at the moment it is quite expensive. Here you can see land in the village of Viscount is currently 15.7 Ethereum, which is roughly $40,000 USD. Town of the Archduke is 117 ETH, which is over 300,000. And then if you look at something like Citadel of the Winds, it's 2,500 ETH, which is roughly $6.5 million. Now, I know this sounds really expensive for us, but if you consider that Gary Vee just dropped $3.7 million on a CryptoPunk, it's really not that crazy to think that somebody might drop this kind of money on an in-game asset, especially when you consider that they could generate revenues from this asset. Now, how long will it take to generate $6.5 million of in-game money? Probably a long time, but who knows if this game is massive, maybe they could resell it. Maybe a big player in the game will want to invest in it. Only time will tell. So that concludes our list of 10 upcoming crypto video games. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. As I promised at the beginning of this video, I am giving away 25 ADA when I reach 1,000 subscribers. If you want to take part in the giveaway, you have to do 4 things. You have to subscribe to my channel, comment your Twitter handle in this video or any video where I mention the ADA giveaway. And you could comment once per video, but if you comment on multiple videos, I will count these as multiple entries. You have to follow me on Twitter and you have to retweet my pinned tweet. So 4 different things. You have to do all 4 in order to qualify. So good luck to everyone and thank you for supporting my channel. If you want to buy cryptocurrencies in Canada, be sure to use my referral links in the description down below and you will get free money when you make your first trade. All the links for all the games we spoke about will be in the description down below as well. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification. Thank you for watching the Crypto Gorilla. Peace.